So give it up for Bruce Forman.
I killed John Denver. No, I don't admit that. I don't confess that easily. And in my defense, I want to say that I'm an empathetic, compassionate person with an acute case of foot and mouth disease. And after my years of playing on sound stages and recording studios, concert halls, nightclubs, I have the occupational hazard of being around a lot of celebrities. I call them the third sex. So I came back from Switzerland one night, it was kind of a day and night, and flew into San Francisco, and I had a gig, I had to rush to sound check and rehearsal down here in Carmel at the Crossroads Shopping Center when the Jazz and Blues Company and KRML Radio had their performance space. I was playing with Bob Duro, and I arranged for a friend of mine named Joe to come pick me up at the airport and whiz me down here. And Joe, lovable guy, but I do have to say he's probably the most obnoxious person you could ever meet. And he was a high note trumpet player, so that kind of goes with the territory. And I don't remember whether it was my idea or his generosity that made it so that he brought some party favors. Peruvian marching powder, perhaps. And so we were partying our way down, and we made it in time. And the sound check was great. Bob Duro was an incredible talent, and it was just an honor to play with him. And then we had a couple hours to kill and decided to kind of cut the buzz of jet lag and with a couple drinks and dinner. And so we went over to the Rio Grill, and I don't know if it's over in the Crossroads, and you walk in and it's got double doors, and you got the bar to the right and a banquette of tables along the back wall all the way to the fireplace, and the restaurant's on the other side of the building. So we moseyed down to the end where there was an empty table, and I found myself sitting directly across from John Denver. And he was just getting his check, and he said to the waitress, "Thank you!" Now, my ears were a little sensitive at the moment, and I was a little jangled, perhaps. And it felt like a ice pick went into my ear, and kind of looked at him, and I said, "Anybody ever tell you you look just like John Denver?" And he said, "Yeah, all the time." And then I said, "Wow, that must really be a drag." I warned you. Anyways, so he got really mad, and he pushed the table back, and the glass fell over, and the silverware fell to the ground, made this huge clash, and he started storming out towards the door, and I stood up and yelled, "I guess that means I'm not going to be on the Christmas record." And, I didn't think much of it, but I looked down, and my friend Joe, the most obnoxious person in the world, had his head in his hands. So I embarrassed him, which I didn't think was possible. And so we continued on. The gig was great. Went back to San Francisco, and I woke up the next morning and looked at the San Francisco Chronicle. And for those of you who know anything about San Francisco and the Chronicle, Herb Caen was like the voice of San Francisco, the Walter Winchell of San Francisco.
Yep.
And that entire interaction, altercation, I don't know what to call it really, was in his call. And what's amazing is it was accurate because, I have done interviews for Downbeat Magazine and the New York Times, and they never get it all right. I mean, the phone book's wrong, and all those people are alive, So I couldn't believe it, and, I caught a lot of flack for it. And the next day, I believe, John Denver crashed his plane into Monterey Bay, and I can't help but think that God, he was there. He was a seasoned pilot, but he's up there maybe switching gas tanks or dealing with a knob, and somehow he's distracted by that asshole the other night at Rio Grill. Yeah, so there's, we're looking for personal growth in these stories. That's what I was told. And I don't have I'm a musician. I don't have a whole lot of that. And so I guess I would say for me it was, I don't do drugs anymore. And I'm more careful around celebrities. But I still have, I'd say, the foot and mouth disease is terminal. And the solace I take in this whole experience is that some days Monterey Bay is so clear, you can see parts of Denver.